Hey, this is BJ Hyman, and we're going to be talking about books. And so for my first time that I thought I'd talk to you about a kind of book that a lot of my book club friends and things like that I talk to regularly are kind of reaching for in this unsure time that we're all having to live in. So the first one that I'm going to mention is called The Girl with All the Gifts, and it's by M.R. Carey. It's set 20 years after a mutated virus has taken over humanity and has turned them into zombies. But children that have been born after the mutation seem to be able to retain their humanity. The main child that's in the story, she starts to understand the danger she is to, and especially an important person to her, the teacher that she loves the most, kind of like a mother figure to her. My second recommendation is called Station 11, and it's by Emily St. John Mandel. It follows a nomadic troupe of actors and musicians that go from town to town with something that's called the Traveling Symphony. They're headed to a former airport that is now known as the Museum of Civilization. Now, this place is a place that holds things like cell phones and cameras and computers because there are no cars, nothing is left. One of the things that I love about this particular book is the fact that instead of just holding on to humanity and making sure that human life continues, they also wanted to give beauty, something that we would maintain and hold on to. That without beauty, what is the purpose of just living from day to day without something beautiful to look forward to? The next one I want to talk to you about is actually a series called The Scattered and the Dead, and it's actually by two friends of mine, L.T. Vargas and Tim McBain. It's a zombie apocalypse series unlike anything else I've ever read. It's less about the fighting and the attacks and everything else, and more about the survival aspects of it. It's a very interesting, very introspective series. This last book that I want to talk to you about is The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Before you tackle this book, though, I do want to give a little bit of a warning that it is a very, very difficult book emotionally. It's about a man and his son, and they are traveling because where they are right now, they know that they couldn't survive through the winter. It's beautifully written and won a Pulitzer Prize. It is an incredible book, but also a very difficult book. So that is my list for this time. You can find my books, BJ Hyman, at Amazon.com. You can find Day Zero series and also Sleep Tight. Until next time, happy reading.